again it's quite a piece of art really. I mean, right from the handle. So again, a lot of manual labor involved. And if you look at this part again, now this I'm sure would be kept at retail stores, so people walking in just pick up samples and they may go with the sample, but then they have given something very interesting. This is attached to a string, it's an elastic one, which again is not very shabby because once you insert it in, it can be, it can stay the way it is. So again, a great utility product, and particularly why I like this because, this kind of work which was, to a great extent one has seen in China. But to see this kind of finish, quality, overall utility is again, which I feel I'm very proud to see this now, all this happening in India. The quality of finish has been very good, So I see that virtually all the samples which are particularly from the book printers category point of view, we have seen, the post-press finishes, whether it is spot UV, whether it is, the embossing part, the debossing part. So these are definitely add-ons which, actually enhances the overall book finish.
This is the screen printing. This is the table screen printing. Really good, and you can see the detailing how they have achieved at the time of printing. The contrast of this color, the brightness of this color, and the sharpness of this entire thing has been captured at the time of printing. So it's a really well, you can say, achieved target of this printing.
This, and I like it only because it's a thick fat one, and the way it balances out, the way it opens easily, and it's not a religious text. I mean, I've seen a lot of religious books which are this fat and heavily produced, but this is a very simple, neat production. There was another one, Grey's Anatomy, that I liked, but I like it also because my dad used to read such books, and they have kind of stood the test of time, and they're still intact.
What caught my attention was the crafting behind it, especially in an event like Print Week, to have something that is fully material based and not so much, borrowing so much from the print quality or the inks, but just the material itself speaking. I thought it was very interesting also from a sustainability perspective, looking at a different material to, tell newer narratives and newer stories. What was specifically interesting to me was each layer is specifically cut and pasted together. So it's quite a bit of effort as well, and there is that much of manpower or effort that's gone into creating something like this. So this really caught my attention, and I thought it was something really impressive as a new material to play with.
But I think what really did impress me were the digital samples. Like, I was quite impressed by the way that, with the different processes that they kind of use together. So there's your gold foiling and your velvet lamination and your embossed UV and all of that. Did a good job, yeah.
The premiumness of this particular product is come out loud and clear through the choice of graphics and the way it has been finished in printing, and also the way the different types of incense sticks are kind of stacked inside and kept, and it's so convenient to open and close. I think that's also something which is really something that stands out.
This is something that, this is a plastic free tea bag. This is something that, we have been kind of, or personally I have been kind of very interested to know what was happening around in terms of converting this from plastic to a non-plastic material, because unknowingly or knowingly this actually ends up in landfill.
Innovative box that was made for a planter. While of course it looks like a standard box, but I think the utility of this was quite innovative in the form. So it's used for a planter which can be scrapped out, and you can use it as a box just to hold the plant as well. And you can also see through the plant, which gives you, when it's on the shelves, you'll be able to see what plant that you're buying. Additionally, also the plant gets some oxygen, I'm assuming, making it last for longer as well.
This front and back, I don't know whether you will be able to see it, but you'll see like there is this nice clean minimal label with nice foiling happening on in the front, but at the back you see like a nice imagery, some illustration at the back. So front and back sort of printing is quite nice when you see like a lot of wine labels or a lot of niche clients using this sort of a technique where you see certain content in the front, but when you kind of rotate that substrate or the bottle, you see there's a lot of storytelling happening behind the label as well.
I loved this. I think it really brings out what corrugation can do. It's beautifully designed, and more than the design, I think the execution, the colors used, the slight varnish to give it the gloss is very well done, very well executed. Also the slight tapering of design where two boxes fit to create a complete rectangle is also very well done, easy to dispense. I really liked this. I liked the use of innovation material, I liked the use of printing, I like the use of colors. Digital always impresses. Every year I've felt that there is something exciting and new to see. I've never felt that there's a stagnation or that I've seen this last year and we are more or less at the same point. Digital print is being used differently. It's being used in an innovative way, right from creating, digital printing of electrical circuits is one of the things I had first time seen at PrintWeek, and it was amazing. It's always a pleasure to come for PrintWeek. There's always learning. There's always learning about the different work that is being collected by you all, so amazing job on that. And just meeting the other jury members is again a very good interaction always.
So it's my, I think, 8th year of being a jury, and every year I came across a lot of new entries, and it is very challenging stuff for us in terms of judging all these different entries, and to be a very neutral in terms of studying all the critical aspects of the different printed jobs. So it's good learnings for us also in terms of what is happening in the industry, as well as giving back to the society in terms of being a part of this jury. So it helps both the purposes, win-win for PrintWeek as well as being I as a professional.